morning, class, and welcome to your Wednesday choice board. So we can see here that this week you must do numbers 1, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you have 5 starred assignments today. So let's start with number 1. We'll start at the beginning. It's a very good place to start. If you click here, you will take you to this slide, which you see you have a book to read about sobre recursos naturales, que es sobre los recursos de energía, de renovables y no renovables. Entonces, si presiones aquí, le va a llevar a esta lectura nuestros recursos. Es un libro, pues, bien grande. Hay 15 páginas para leer. Y luego tienes que regresar por acá y escribir lo que aprendiste de qué es la energía renovable, ¿ok? ¿Qué entendemos que es la energía renovable? Tienes que teclear aquí o no vas a recibir los puntos para esta asignación, ¿ok? Luego, the next assignment that you must do is to revise and edit your opinion essay. So if I click here and then click on the link, this takes me to this slide that says, unless your name is Danny, you need to revise and edit your essay about rules and laws, and it is in Google Classroom. So if you go to Google Classroom, you will see your final draft of your opinion essay right here. I have 4 people who say that they have turned it in. And so apparently they have already edited it and done a spell check, but I do have more instructions here. You need to make sure you have your topic sentences and that they are complete sentences. Remember, that means that you need to have written, we need rules and laws. And then the rest of the sentence is this part. We need rules and laws to be safe. We need rules and laws so it is fair for everyone. And we need rules and laws to maintain order. So if you don't have a complete sentence written, then that's not, you're missing a topic sentence, or it's not a complete sentence that you have. And only one person had that done, and that person is right here, Danny. So good job, Danny. Everyone else, please revise, because that doesn't make any sense without those topic sentences. Next, Prodigy, you guys know how to do this. Go to Prodigy, do 30 minutes, and then when you click on this slide, you need to write, what did you learn about? I assigned you stuff. So tell me, what kind of questions did it give you? Next. Math quiz. It's not really a quiz, though. There's these quotation marks around it, which means it's a quiz. It's not really like a quiz. It's just, I want to see how you're understanding rounding. So when you go to this slide, it says just go to this link. When you click on the link, it takes you to this form, which it just asks you to round to the different place values, to hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. So you should be able to see your score after you finish. So it's a good way for you also to see how you're doing with rounding. All right, and let's see, how many do we have left? I think just one required one. Yep, observation charts. You guys have done these before in Spanish, and this time they are in English, and they are all about the history of Washington State economy. So when you come here, you'll see these directions. You know what to do, though. You're going to look at the pictures and either tell us what you see, tell us something you observe, or tell us something you wonder. And I also like to add, I predict. So if you want to make a prediction, you can do that too. So what do you see here? And then you're going to just type that here. So if you're the first person on this document, you should be able to click. Let me see if I can do that. There, click at the end, and then come down here and just say, I observe Native Americans. And then, try not to write what other people write. So, you can see, maybe you see different tribes, or you see different ways that Native Americans lived. And then you can always, I almost forgot the most important thing, write your name. If you don't write your name after each thing you write, I have no idea who wrote it. Okay, so make sure and write your name. And then you can always come up and change the color and the style of your writing. And I noticed that some of you last time were making your own text box because you ran out of room here. I mean, even if you were to come down farther, you can continue to write down and I'll still be able to see it. I'll be able to scroll down if it goes all the way down here. But I also saw some of you were just inserting your own text box by going to insert in text box and just like inserting something there and writing, and that's fine too. Be an innovator, that's great. So you're gonna do that for each of these, and there's a few pages here. Here we see some bartering items. So you're gonna write about those. What do you see? What do you observe? What questions do you have? And then you remember what to do here. Mrs. Henriksen has given you an example. What do you know about what the history of Washington state economy? This is your hypothesis. So Mrs. Henriksen says that there's different Native American tribes wore different kinds of clothing. It's an interesting hypothesis, and it's true. They wore different kinds of clothing depending on where they lived. And then she has a question, and you need to type a question here too. So I need to get what you know already about the history of Washington state economy. You guys know a lot because we've done a chant, we've read a book, and we have the whole Reader's Theater about it. But you probably have some questions too, like Mrs. Henriksen did. Where did the different tribes live? Good question, Mrs. Henriksen. So write your own question and always remember to put your name afterwards. If you don't put your name, then I don't know that it was you that did that. And that wrote that comment. So now going back to your choice board, those are the 5 things that you have to do. You need to choose one other option. So you'll be doing 6 activities today. And you can choose from 30 minutes of Imagine Learning. If you choose that, make sure and write here about what you learned today. If you choose to do Your Senderos Cuaderno Lector, it tells you what page to do right here. And so just send me a picture by email or text. And your parents have that information. And finally, if you choose, you can watch some videos de ciencias. If you choose to do that, then you're just going to watch these 2, and they're about energía renovable y energía no renovable. So that is your assignment for today. If you have any questions, you can always just put a question in the stream on Google Classroom. I will be working tomorrow and grading and moving some stuff around the classroom for you guys to be ready to come back on the 19th. So please let me know if you need anything. Okay? Have fun.